Hi, I'm Paloma Contreras. I'm an interior designer based in Houston, Texas. I'm coming to you from my store today, Paloma Co. One of the most important topics that I discuss with clients is the matter of color and deciding upon a color palette. I typically ask clients what their favorite colors are, what mood they want their space to evoke, how they want to feel in that space, because color plays into all of those things. Think about how at the end of the day you want to feel in those spaces. What mood do you want to feel when you are spending time in that particular room? One of the most popular color combinations that we use are blues and greens. And you may or may not be surprised because they appeal to a broad range of people. You know, they're drawn from nature. Blue is the color of the ocean. It's the color of things that evoke a sort of timeless palette, and green can be anything from a beautiful meadow to moss green. If you think about, creating a moody space or a more formal space, you may go with darker colors like an aubergine or navy, moss green. But if you want a space that feels a little bit more calm and peaceful, you might go for softer shades, pastels, and sort of sky blue, sea green. One of the wonderful things about blues and greens is that there's such a broad range of shades or hues within these colors. If you think about green, you can have anything from chartreuse to the deepest, darkest olive green, and they each evoke a different mood. So when I'm trying to inject a space with a sense of modernity, I'll often turn to something like a chartreuse, which feels sort of electric. So it tends to add that little bit of shock value or tension that a space can benefit from greatly. I'd say if I had to choose, the color that we use most frequently in our design work is blue. And it can truly run the gamut from the deepest, darkest navy to the palest sky blue, depending on the client and depending on the mood that we're choosing to evoke in a particular space. So if we're working, let's say, on a beautiful bedroom, then we might choose really soft, pretty watery blues to set the tone and make the space feel really calming, soothing, and inviting. But in other spaces where a family tends to gather, like a family room or a kitchen, we're going to use things that feel really crisp, classic, have a little sense of fun. So we'll typically mix shades of navy with maybe cobalt and some lighter blues, really bring in some wonderful textiles. It's a color that people just can't seem to get enough of. As I'm beginning to formulate what the design will be, what the vision will be for any particular space, my jumping off point tends to be a beautiful textile. Usually I'll start by scheming with fabrics, and I'll find what I like to call my anchor fabric or my hero fabric. And from that particular hero fabric, I'll add in or layer in complementary fabrics, whether it's for pillows or throws, and then build interest as we go. It also informs the final selection of art in the room. It really informs everything and becomes the common thread, if you will, that brings the entire room to life.